Life is a journey of choices. We all face temptations, distractions, and moments where the truth seems too difficult to tell. But in the end, it is our honesty, courage, and determination that shape who we become. This is the story of Pinocchio, a wooden puppet who dreamed of becoming a real boy. His journey teaches us the power of truth, responsibility, and personal growth. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a kind and lonely carpenter named Geppetto. He longed for a son and carved a beautiful wooden puppet, naming him Pinocchio. One night, a magical blue fairy granted his wish. She brought Pinocchio to life. But there was one condition. Pinocchio could only become a real boy if he proved himself to be brave, truthful, and selfless. To guide him, the fairy assigned a tiny, wise cricket named Jiminy Cricket as his conscience. Pinocchio was eager to explore the world, but soon found himself making bad choices. Instead of going to school, he was lured by dishonest characters. Honest John and Gideon, who tricked him into joining a puppet show run by the greedy Stromboli. Pinocchio became famous, but Stromboli locked him up. The blue fairy appeared and asked him what happened, but Pinocchio lied, and his nose grew longer. This was his first lesson. Lies only lead to trouble. The fairy forgave him, and with Jiminy's help, he escaped. But Pinocchio didn't learn his lesson yet. He got tempted again, this time by Pleasure Island, a place where boys did whatever they wanted with no rules. He joined a mischievous boy named Lampwick, enjoying fun and games, but soon realized the horrible truth. All the boys were turning into donkeys because of their bad behavior. Pinocchio barely escaped but learned another lesson. Shortcuts and reckless fun can lead to disaster. After these painful experiences, Pinocchio returned home, only to find out that Geppetto was missing, swallowed by a giant whale named Monstro. Now, instead of running away from responsibility, Pinocchio showed true bravery. He dived into the ocean to save his father. Inside Monstro's belly, Pinocchio used his wits and courage to start a fire, forcing the whale to sneeze them out. But, in the struggle, he sacrificed himself to save Geppetto. His selflessness and bravery proved that he had changed. The Blue Fairy saw this act of true goodness and finally rewarded him. Pinocchio became a real boy. Pinocchio's journey teaches us powerful life lessons. Honesty is always the best policy. Lies only lead to trouble and loss of trust. Then shortcuts and temptations may seem fun, but they often lead to disaster. Success requires discipline and responsibility. Remember, true growth comes from learning from our mistakes. Pinocchio fell many times, but he never gave up. Last but not the least, real bravery is doing the right thing, even when it's hard. Pinocchio's courage to save Geppetto proved he had a good heart. Just like Pinocchio, we all make mistakes. But those mistakes don't define us. Our choices do. When we take responsibility, learn from our failures, and strive to be better, we transform into the best versions of ourselves. Believe in yourself, stay truthful, be courageous, and never stop growing. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and spread the message.